I have written poetry all my life. Here are a few of what may be the better poems. Some I like particularly, some my friends like particularly. I will see. Now I'm going to read what is, I think, my favourite poem of all I've written, partly because I did love Benedict XVI, but it's not that really. It's because I saw this on the telly and I just thought this was something so wonderful, because I don't know how it was I saw it, because it was before I had my Catholic wavelength. Anyway, I did see it. The Rainbow, Benedict XVI at Auschwitz. Herded by murderers they went this way. Line after line they passed, day after day. A man walks through the rain. He's come to pray. It's lonely in the cold grey shadows there. Evil seems lingering in the lifeless air, and the great world sunk deep into despair. Man born for love is turning from love's light, blind to that beauty fairer than the height where the stars are, blazed flaming silver white. The wall of death towers desolate and bare. Is God himself no longer anywhere? Yet still the man is standing there in prayer. And now, when noon of day seems dark as night, a rainbow shines with colours made so bright, only God who is love could bring this light. Beauty, truth. I wrote this poem because I think all art needs to be beautiful. I cannot see in a world where there's so many ugly things why you should write just spectacular things. You want to write beautiful things if you can. So I will try. Lord, while we strive to write, to paint, to sing, may the search be for beauty you have given. Here is world wonder, newborn with the spring, warmth in the sunbeams coming straight from heaven. These mountains, this calm sea, this cloudless sky, all you first made to be forever fair. We pilgrims on our journey passing by through gathering shadow, yet sense splendour there. Still with your light the eyes of children shine. They are so near you, you who made them so. Lingering about them lives your love divine. May we see as we once did long ago. Over the dark land and the unfathomed deep blaze the bright stars you placed there, far above earth's snow-crowned hills, the last untrodden steep. You, beauty, truth, God who is simply love. This poem, The Old Fig Tree, is about a family house which had a garden with several fig trees. And there was one, the family house at Biarritz, where we used to stay when we were children. I used to go back there and visit my aunts, and we always sat under this old fig tree. But the house actually was above the bay at Biarritz. You could see into Spain. You could see the mountains. And on a clear day from the house, you could even see the high Pyrenees. So we would dream there on many a summer day. Unseen below, the dazzling ocean lay, and all the blazing glory of the bay. In the green shade under the old fig tree, in gold between the leaves, the mystery of the whole world's wild beauties seemed to be. Unseen through shimmering heat, the hills towered high, beyond low valleys where clear streams flowed by, glittering with light from the bright cloudless sky. Clean fragrance ever in the mountain air, blown about sunny slopes and summits bare, moved through the leaves as though we wandered there. Or from the foam where waves break, gently fanned, salt-laden breezes over the warm sand would lead along a never-ending strand. Were those days dreams? Were dreams reality? It seems a glimmer of eternity is in the green and gold of the fig tree. To Stand and Stare, this title is taken from W.H. Davis's poem Leisure. It gave me an idea. I'll stand and stare, since time steals all away, the dazzling day a fleeting dream of light. High noon's hot air foretells the end of May. A dream of light, an isle, a gleaming bay, green shores, deep forests, mountain summits white. I'll stand and stare before day fades away. There was pearl dew that in cool valleys lay, swirling thin mist over the waters bright, reflecting silver starlight flowers of May. As with the dew, those flowers will never stay. Roses will open green buds curled up tight, soon unfurled petals on winds whirled away. Soft breezes blow over gold sands, pale spray. Waves from great oceans climb their final height, break in dissolving foam, white as the May. I'll watch all beauty passing like brief day. I'll praise the Lord for all this rainbowed light, these wild green springs with the sweet flowers of May, and love all things the more that pass away. 1914 and after. First they went eager into the unknown. There lay the glory, turned to cruel flame, crimson, consuming, hot, like poppies mown with the tall golden corn. Then others came, compelled into the terrifying night, left home and loved ones, torn away to die amid the stricken flowers, below the light of dark-stained sundown in a blood-red sky. More poppies withered, autumns came, grey, chill, and winter's fragile fairy flakes of snow hid blasted fields and bare trees on the hill where folk had wandered happy long ago. There in the grass, no mark, no age, no name, red flowers still flamed with valor and man's shame. The Grey Watchers. My father thought of the title. This poem was probably written in 1941, when thinking about the Battle of the Atlantic, when the grey ships were saving us from starvation by dealing with the German submarines. It is the first poem of mine that ever went into print except at school, when I used to get them into the school magazine. From Avalon, the apple blossom valley, came a great king in Britain long ago, given strange power to shape her destiny in battle with an ancient alien foe. Amid low rolling hills where sea winds blow, where green waves break on beaches gleaming white, King Arthur called his armoured knights to go and bravely for the island kingdom fight, along a lonely coast, dark conflict in deep night. Then, in the bright Elizabethan times, all London gay with tourneys, pageants, plays, fair ladies, lovers, poets and their rhymes, sweet music through cool shade on summer days, Drake sailed the ocean's harsh, uncharted ways, drove Spanish galleons to where tempests blow, curled rollers breaking into desolate bays, and wrecked their proud feet. Ever throbbing low, in darkest hours his drum still beats on Plymouth Hoe. Over the Mediterranean's sun-warmed sea, out of the mist and shadows into light, through the bleak Baltic storms that bitterly rage round the northern waste, snow blinding white, by Cape Trafalgar's darkly shadowing height, as dawn broke on wide waters still and cold, that day of triumph in the great last fight, with rising wind and flames of fiery gold, Nelson sailed to glory like Drake in days of old. Now from all oceans of the world, pale grey in the grey mist, and on seas summer blue, the long thin ships glide in the light of day and under dim stars, where fierce pennants flew on proud ships of the past, as fair winds blew them on to conquest. From the magic valley, where waves resound and flowers are bright with dew, captains and kings watch Britain's destiny, and still the grey ships sail the seas to victory. You know, that's written in Spencerian stanzas, which are so old-fashioned, I'm sure nobody writes them anymore. Advent. The world is waiting at its darkest hour. Ice-cold the air, and silent the wide plain, frozen and hard as glass. No opening flower can break such iron, untouched by melting rain. The birds are shivering among leafless trees, no singing on the hills or in the sky. The sea, unruffled, without sun or breeze, reflects no light. No white moon climbs on high. For what waits earth? For the all-piercing light, the star the Magi saw from far away, for birth in the dead hour of deepest night, to turn our hearts towards eternal day, to the one love through whom all sorrows cease, the little child, almighty, Prince of Peace. Simeon holding the Christ child. Clearly you saw more than the beams of sun bright on the child, though all was dark as night. Your worn eyes dim, you did not see the sun, you who were waiting for the eternal light. The beauty round the paths you once had trod, no more for you, nor shining sea or sky. And then you cradled the incarnate God, placed on your arms before you came to die. How did you, frail and old, amazement bear, taking the child's slight weight so tenderly? Did you, for one immortal moment, share the burden of the sacrifice to be content, complete? Your life on earth was done. You'd seen salvation as you held God's Son. One adjective was changed for ever so much better by Father Peter Stone. The child's slight wave instead of the child's light wave. I don't know whether you were expecting me to say that at the end. I'd meant to say it at the beginning, but